I'm so tired of being trapped in this life I don't believe in anymore. But as hard as I've tried, I've gotten nowhere in finding anything even remotely better. We're caged rats caught in this endless cycle of barely surviving the maze and settling on whatever slice of complacency the warden deems fit. And when you do somehow become self-aware and finally claw your way out of the cage, you find yourself lost in a room full of cages. And the terror of the implication chases you into a highway of halls, as each step along the way is only another cell block of settlement. Sure, there's a hopeful exit sign ahead, but it only leads to a darkened stairwell that endlessly spirals through floor after floor of captivity. But then again, the street outside is no place for a mouse to survive anyway. And out there, you're just unpacking the nested levels of our complex prisons of industry, blocks full of buildings, cities full of blocks, and a country full of cities that offer the mirage of something better. But when you get there and the glitz of the travel brochure fades, it turns out that they're all the same. Just subdivisions of a collapsing economic prison that has forgotten to provide the minimum requirements of sustaining life, and instead focuses on incarcerating even more inmates as the crumbling infrastructure sentences an entire planet to death. And even if you did somehow escape all of that with a clever getaway scheme you ripped off of Ratflix, and then ran and ran until you reached the end of the developed world, you'd take one step into the wilderness and a hawk would swoop down and scoop up a tender little cage-kept snack who knew nothing of how to survive in such unfamiliar terrain. So what can I do about it all? I'm at a loss. I've been at a loss. I'm in a losing battle with this wheel that just keeps spinning and spinning no matter how hard I run. I try to be unconditionally compassionate, more than most it seems, and I try to be responsible with my personal impact to all of life around me. I recycle and give blood and donate to Greenpeace, but no matter how hard I try, the weight of just how astronomical this planetary crisis has become only slams me to the ground as it crushes any lingering hope that one person can do a damn bit of good against an entire empire of evil. Miles had exhausted the capacity of his lungs toward the end there, his face wearing the defeat he'd resigned himself to. And with another deep breath came an expression of pure acceptance. So I crawl home, broken, climb back into the cage, and try to sleep it off so I can try it all again tomorrow.